What's going on, guys? My name is Jake Ingledew. I'm a business owner, a novice real estate investor, a self-improvement enthusiast, and a veteran. Today I'm going to share with you 7 principles that not have only allowed me to live off of passive income, but have put me on the path to wealth. Let's get started. So I'm not a finance guru, nor can I say I'm smart enough to have come up with these principles. I actually got them from the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. But I've been able to apply them to my life, and they've been a huge blessing to me. So I wanted to share with you what these principles that I've learned and how I've applied them. The first principle is to pay yourself first. Whether that's even just hopefully at least 10% of whatever income that you're coming in. Take your paycheck, whatever it is that's coming in, and just take 10% of that and put it aside to savings. Hopefully it's going to end up growing to be more than 10%, but at least start now, try 10%. If you can't do 10%, do whatever is feasible for you, but start paying yourself first. The second principle that I learned is to follow a budget. Now, honestly, I don't really follow a budget, but I'm very well aware of my spending. I go through the bank statements all the time, at least once a month. My wife and I will actually go through them together. So just be aware of your expenses. Preferably, if you're not disciplined enough, then you probably want to get on a budget. And you can do there's a lot of different apps, programs out there. I know people use Mint. Another one that's come up that I actually really like is YNAB. You need a budget. So do whatever you can, start being on a budget, and don't think of a budget as restricting. It actually allows you to have freedom and allows you to pay for those things that are more important to you. I think a lot of times we get stuck and caught up with spending money on the next new thing or keeping up with the Joneses, you know, the new vehicles, the new watches, and yada yada yada. Just try to live within your means, follow a budget, and I know that will help you out. The third principle to growing your wealth is actually one of my favorite. That's to put your savings to work. That money that you've been setting aside, put that to work. Start investing, whether that's in real estate or index funds. Those two are personally my favorite. But this, putting your savings to work, by paying myself first, being aware of my expenses, and putting my savings to work, I've been able to purchase 4 rental properties that have been cash flowing positive for me for the past few years, and it's been such a huge blessing. So just make sure you're paying yourself first, follow a budget, be aware of your expenses, and start putting that money that you're saving to work. The fourth principle that I've learned is to protect yourself from losses, whether that's insurance, an emergency fund, just whatever you can to protect your principal. So there's a lot of different ways you can do that. I'm not going to go into all the details of how you can do that because, again, I'm not a financial guru, but what I personally do this is I'm setting aside even more money from paying yourself first. I'm setting aside more money to protect myself from losses. Basically an emergency fund. Number 5. This one's a little bit debatable, but own the roof over your head. A lot of times a mortgage is much cheaper than paying rent. Not always, so make sure you know your market because it might be cheaper to do rent. There's very few markets that are like that, but own the roof over your head. A mortgage is going to be a lot cheaper than having to pay rent. The nice thing also about owning your home, on average nationwide, your property is going to appreciate in value, so it's going to become worth more. And down the road, you can use that equity that you're getting to leverage and get into maybe some more properties. We can talk about that on another video, but owning the roof over your head allows you to not only build equity, but hopefully cut your living expenses down because a mortgage is a lot cheaper than paying rent. The 6th principle that I learned is to prepare in advance for future income. Now for me, this is basically a retirement plan. Now I'm not a W-2 employee, so I'm not, and maybe I should look into doing this, I'm not doing a 401k match or a Roth IRA currently, but what I am doing is I'm purchasing rentals, and that's kind of my retirement plan. Properties that are hopefully going to cash flow so much monthly that I can just live off of, which we're getting pretty close there. So just preparing in advance for future income. The 7th and final principle, which is actually another one of my favorites, is increase your ability to earn. I kind of think of this as a growth mindset principle. Always be learning, always be developing your skills, your knowledge, whatever you can to earn more. You can increase your ability to earn by learning, developing, or strengthening skills that you currently already have. So these are the 7 principles. Pay yourself first. Hopefully you can get to at least that 10%, preferably a lot more. 2, follow a budget. Just be aware of your expenses. If you're not a budget person, just make sure you're aware. But if you're not disciplined, I highly recommend following a budget. Number 3, put your savings to work. Again, this is one of my favorite ones. Set that money that you've been setting aside. Go make it make money for you. Make money while you're sleeping. Whether that's real estate investing or index funds or whatever investments that you feel comfortable with. 4, protect yourself from losses. I call that an emergency fund. Just make sure you have money set aside in case it's a rainy day. Number 5, own the roof over your head. Again, a mortgage is typically a little bit cheaper than paying rent. Plus, you can continue to build equity, which is going to help grow your wealth. And you can also leverage that equity too. Number 6, prepare in advance for future income. Have a retirement plan, whether Roth IRA, index funds, real estate, 401k matches, whatever it is, just prepare in advance for future income. I personally believe people that are around my age are not going to have Social Security benefits when they get older. So definitely prepare for future income. Number 7, increase your ability to earn. Again, develop your skills, learn new knowledge, read books, listen to podcasts. I'm a big fan of this because a lot of times that's how I've been able to grow my business and my real estate portfolio, is all through reading, listening to podcasts, and learning from other mentors. Now, I wanted to give you one last bonus tip or principle that you can use and apply to your life to continue to grow your wealth, and that is to be frugal. Live within your means. Now, I'm not saying you can't have fun and go enjoy and do things, but just live frugal. It's funny, we have kids, and we know a lot of people that buy brand new clothes for their kids. What we do is, first of all, we've gotten stuff from people, but what we do is we go to a secondhand store. We buy stuff that is sometimes practically new or is brand new for a few bucks, and we buy all that stuff. Once they grow out of it, we go back to that secondhand store, sell our stuff, make money, and purchase them more clothes for the next 6 months. Just be frugal. The more you're frugal, the more you can pay yourself first, because you're cutting some of those expenses. So if you have money left over, put it towards emergency fund. Put it towards paying yourself. Get those savings working for you so you can start investing your money and investing in your future. I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you want to know about how I got started in real estate investing, a little bit about my finances, anything, just comment below. Let me know. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe, because that's my whole purpose of doing this. Is I'm just an average guy sharing what I've learned, and hopefully you'll get to at least the step I'm at. If you're further on in life, you might not even need to watch these videos. Because again, I'm not a financial guru, I'm not a multi-millionaire, a millionaire even, but I do live off of passive income, and I'm a very happy person. I've got a successful business that is continuing to grow. I'm continuing to grow my real estate portfolio, and I have a wonderful family. So again, I hope you found some value from this, and let me know if there's anything you'd like me to share in my videos. Till next time.